It fits. Henchy. My crotch talks. Hello, Youmacon. I originally asked them what the budget would be to just have armor come snapping down from the ceiling onto me, and they just said, no. For those of you who don't know, Kamen Rider Gaim, or for those of you who really don't know, Fruit Ninja. So, how are you feeling, Youmacon? I can't see anything but an oncoming truck. My eyes. Oh, so it's been a crazy year for everything, but we gotta get started because we got a lot of stuff. But first, I do want to point out something really bizarre that happened, just as a fun little shout out. Who is familiar with Chibi Robo? A few of you, it's a little game. They released a new game, and in that game you travel around the world, you know, from Asia to Europe to North America. But for some weird reason, to represent North America, they decided, Detroit. I was playing through it, I was just like, is that the Rinsen? And that's the Fermi plant. Oh my God, I'm cleaning Detroit as a 4-inch robot. So, rinse. Yes, clean that city up. Okay, so, seizure lights are on me. What? Okay, if you ask me questions on stage, I generally stop to answer them. So, okay, so let's talk about some of the great events we've got going on this weekend, okay? Okay, so first, of course, we've got the Masquerade on Saturday. Everyone make sure you get to that. The Cosplay Masquerade. We've got Cosplay Shogi again on Saturday over in Kobo. There we go. Ooh, everyone give me the most apathetic yay you can. And we've also got Yoma Idol. Yay! Yay for Yoma Idol, where you can watch people come and sing their hearts out. So yay for that, proper yay now. We also once again have MST4K this evening. And tomorrow evening. Well, just rip the butts out of bad movies. We got Mario Party Live. Yes. Sadly, we don't have Donkey Kong anymore since we had to put him down. Well, we blame it on a dentist. Anyway, so I'm not going to waste any more time. Too late. And I'm going to introduce our first guest. Okay. Our first guest is responsible for the great comic series Mega Tokyo, and their newest book called Firefox from the Endgame series is just coming out now. Ladies and gentlemen, Fred Gallagher is here. If you're out there screaming. Oh. Hi Fred, you want to come up and say hi? Oh, just kidding. Okay then. Well, so Fred Gallagher is here, and you'll get to meet him later at his panels. So on to our next guest. Our next guest is a musical group, and they have possibly one of the most 80s-rific sounds I've ever heard. So much so that when I was listening to their music in the lab where I work, a bunch of high school kids broke in and enlisted my help in raising money to save their favorite movie theater from a bunch of snobby rich kids who wanted to break it down and make it into a golf course. The band I Am Dynamite is here. Again, I'm not actually, I'm just squinting because I am literally in, can we turn those lights down a little bit? Oh God, it's like I'm looking into the face of God. Whatever ails you, behold the burning bush. Okay, our next guest is another comic artist. He's responsible for Ensign Sue Must Die, How It Must Suck to Be Ouija. Yes! And he's got a new series coming out called Trigger Star. Yay! Yeah, it's new, it could be fantastic. Everyone vote for Trigger Star. Kevin Polk is here. Please? Edit? Come on. I know they're all just saying, stay down, you don't have to go on stage. You can hide back here. It's good back here. Okay, next up, let's see. We've got some more artists, and they do a fantastic group of series. One series is called The Uniques, which is about a bunch of people who have superpowers and a bunch of people who are super but not so heroic. A great series called Rainbow in the Dark. which is about being truly alive and fighting monsters and big-ass pompadours. And they have a new series coming out called Kitty Game, and they also do the art for our terrific badges. Everyone look down at your badge real quick. Look at that badge. That's a nice badge. Now look at your navel. Just look at your navel. Another belt.
What navel?
Yeah. Okay, Comfort and Adam are here.
First of all, let us have you guys give a round of applause to our awesome announcer, because this guy kicks ass.
And he was 100% not kidding about the lights, by the way. That's intense.
Blinding, blinding. All right, so for those of you who do not know us, I am Comfort.
And I am Adam, and we are the husband and wife action faction who create the Uniques, Rainbow in the Dark, and the recently released Complete Guide to Self-Publishing Comics. We have self-published everything we've ever made, except for the book on self-publishing. That was Random House. But hey, if they want to let everybody know how irrelevant they've become, we are happy to help them do it.
Now, like we said, we also did do badges. We actually do your badges every year since 2013. So when you look down and you dig them, that's us. Woo!
It was the easiest way we could find to badger everybody at once. Wow. Yeah, come for our comics, stay for our terrible jokes.
All right, now at this show, we are running 2 panels. Number 1 is today at 3:30, and it's called Let's Make a Manga, where what we do is the first 20 minutes is an ins and outs of how to make awesome manga and comics, and then the second half is you guys making up a story with us, and then we draw pages from it live.
And then tomorrow, 4 o'clock, we're doing Let's Make a Character. Similar drill, but we're talking about characters. What makes good characters? What makes crap characters? How can you avoid making the crap ones? Unless you really want to, with like an MST kind of way. And then we will all be creating a character together, designing and drawing it live, walking you through the full process. We want to teach you how to do things. We want to make makers out of everybody.
All right, so you can find us all weekend. There's no special signings. We're always in Artist Alley for all the hours except for the times that we have to run our panels. And we're at tables C19 and 20.
It's going to be a very difficult berth. We're spending the entire weekend in the C section. What did I say? Terrible jokes. That's what we're good for. That's what we're good for. So yes, come see us, please.
Right. Now, very quickly, I just wanted to say something about Artist Alley. Because I think Artist Alley is a great place for everybody to visit. And in part that's because people have awesome friends. Like for instance, we do like Steven Universe and Doctor Who and Adventure Time and all that kind of stuff. Woo, and we've got our comics and we do sketches, but everybody does that there. Artist Alley is a magical place because that's where you find the up-and-coming people. That's where you find people like us and Fred Gallagher who are established. That's where we find the new stories to fall in love with. And aren't we all here at Youmacon this weekend because we love stories? Because something we read, we saw, we watched, connected with us at some point.
Yeah, so come to Artist Alley and connect with the people who are trying to make things to connect with you. It's where the action is, it's where the hotness is, it's where all the new things are to be found and loved, and we would love to see you. So check us out down in Kobo all weekend long, and we hope that we can see you there at some point.
Thank you so much. Have a fun time, Youmacon.
Ladies and gentlemen, Comfort and Adam. And the terrible puns that lie with it. Okay, so our next guest is pretty well known, really. I mean, sure, he voiced Gohan in Dragon Ball Z. Sure, he voiced Light Yagami in Death Note. But what really matters is that he voiced Maxwell in Hamtaro. Ladies and gentlemen, Brad Swale is here. Brad Swale is there.
In France,
say bonjour. Cupid's like an angel. If he shoots an arrow at you, it makes you all schmubby-wubby.
Perfect timing, I just walked in. That was awesome. Hey guys, how's it going? Wow, you guys sound psyched already. It's gonna be a good weekend. I'm a little haggard. I was supposed to get here yesterday, but apparently I break planes with my mind. So I got in crack of this morning, and it's starting to show. So, awesome weekend. I'm gonna keep it short because we had a lot to get through. I'm going to a hockey game tonight. And even better than that, Halloween tomorrow. Who's wearing a Halloween costume tomorrow? Okay, so put your hand up if you're not wearing a Halloween costume tomorrow. You know that you're surrounded by some pretty amazing creative people, so if you change your mind, I'm sure they can lend you something, or they'll just throw something on you regardless. So, just so you know, you have options. We're gonna have a whizzy jolly time this weekend, as always, because it's Youmacon, there is no other kind. Exactly like Youmacon. That song's been in my head for like the last month and a half, seriously. So I'm psyched to be here, so hopefully I can hear it at some point and have it in my head until we do this again next year. We're gonna have a lot of fun this weekend, so have fun with me and us all. Thanks for having me back. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brad Swale! Are those bandages? Wait, can I see one real quick? Real quick, wait. Oh, they're t-shirts. They're nice t-shirts. Okay, now scrum for them. Brad Swale! And I do have to ask other guests, please use the stairs. If you fall and break, we can't fix you. It would be so sad. Yeah, crack. Oh. Clean up the corpse, let's move on. Now, interesting fact, this is our 11-year anniversary. Or you can call it Youmacon X2 if you're weird. But one of our guests has just celebrated his 7th anniversary. Yay! So it's cool, by combining his powers with our powers, it's 7-Eleven. You know him from atop the fourth wall, the long box of the dam, the history of the Power Rangers, and the soon-to-be atop the fourth wall movie. Ladies and gentlemen, Linkara!
I have a sore throat, so I'm going to try to be brief here. I have an autograph signing at 3 o'clock today. I have Atop the Fourth Wall live tonight, and hopefully I'll be able to do that, considering with the sore throat. I have the premiere of the Atop the Fourth Wall movie tomorrow with a work print version, but, you know, you can see the complete thing. And I might have a panel on Sunday. I didn't see it in the schedule, but someone said I had like a Q&A there. But either way, thank you all. I love coming here.
Linkara, ladies and gentlemen. It'd be cool if we could get the guests like on a pulley system so I could literally just run by them as they cart that way. Okay, let's talk about Assassin's Creed a little bit. The guys over at Ubisoft have kind of an assassin sausage party going on for a while. And when people commented about this, I love the reaction. It was just, well, you know, French. So, well, you know, the women are harder to animate than the men. Because, you know, their knees bend both ways, they have huge colorful plumage, and their elbows can only be rendered in 4 dimensions. But thankfully, they ironed all those kinks out because our next guest voices the female lead of the newest Assassin's Creed Syndicate, one of the Fry twins. You can also catch her in Hollyoaks and the upcoming movie, Townside of Bliss. Ladies and gentlemen, Victoria Atkins is here. She'll be here tomorrow. She's here tomorrow. Yay! Okay. Well, what to talk about then since she's missing? Let's talk about Sonic the Hedgehog fan art. I presented this PowerPoint slideshow of, you know, in my mind, all Sonic the Hedgehog fanfics and stuff is the result of one person, Amy Rose, who is voiced by our next guest. along with Lena Inverse and Anna from Berserk. Ladies and gentlemen, Lisa Ortiz is here.
Hi everybody, how you doing? What's up? I'm still not sure what's up. This is my first time here at Youmacon, yay. And this is also my first time in Detroit. And this will also be my first time dressing up at an anime con. This weekend, I'm not sure. I'm also drunk, delirious, and being held up by caffeine already because I just moved into a new apartment 2 days before I got here, and that's why I'm talking so fast. And I am super thrilled to be here. Finally, we're going around. We'll have a lot of fun. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I will soon, and when I get there, show up, and we will have the best time. Thanks, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lisa Ortiz. First time in Detroit, being held up by caffeine will not be the only thing that holds you up. Oh. We have nice muggers here. It's like, give me a wall. You're Lisa Ortiz. I'll give you some of this back. So, since tomorrow is Halloween, that means a lot of little kids are going to be going into diabetic comas pretty soon. But our next guest is responsible for a lot of diabetic comas, brought on by cuteness, because they're responsible for Snowdrop, which is a cute little pony, who is also snowblind. The Fall of the Crystal Empire, and a brand new independent product they're going to be showing here during Youmacon. Ladies and gentlemen, Silly Philly Studios is here.
Here. There's always so many people here. My name is Meredith Sims, and it is really bright up here. I'm one of the writers and voice actors for SFS.
And I'm Zedrin, I'm the animation director.
And we're really excited to be here. We're doing a few different things this weekend. I know that today we have a panel. It is, when is it again?
We have, well, first off, who here likes cartoons? You're all nerds. It's okay, we are too. But anyway, we got a panel today at 5 o'clock. It's going to be at the Fan Art Theater in Kobo, what was it, 410A? Yeah. We're going to be talking about like how to make animations when you're in like a cloud studio like us, where we're actually only two of like about 22 people or 26 people or so. So it's like, basically we have to work online. So it's like if you want to learn how to do that, if you want to learn how character design works, how to animate, stuff like that, come to that panel and stuff. Learn how to make cartoons.
And then on Saturday, we're going to be having our main panel at 11 o'clock p.m. in the Kobo Fan Art Theater 410B. And we will get to show off something that we've been working on for the past more than a year. And it's only in its animatic stages yet, but animation takes a very long time. So we will get to show you guys what we're working on, an original pilot called Star Sign, and we're very excited about that. And we also just got told as we walked in, tomorrow we will also be having a panel in the Joliet room at 3:30 about voice performance in animation, especially considering internet animation. So if you guys are amateur voice actors and you want to learn more about like how to try out for internet stuff, we kind of know what we're doing. That might be an overstatement. Yeah, we don't really know what we're doing. But we can help you also not know what you're doing at 3:30 in Joliet. I think the plan is we're going to bring our Star Sign scripts, show you guys the character designs from Star Sign that we are going to be showing again at our main panel at 11 p.m. on Saturday, and have you guys try and interpret what they would sound like, then show you guys what they actually sound like and compare. So yeah, we're really excited. We hope to see you guys at our stuff. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Silly Philly Studios! Imagine there was lots of Jell-O and some kind of huge disaster that... No, that's a terrible intro. Our next guest is responsible for the fantastic Welcome To series on YouTube. So welcome to YouTube, welcome to fanfiction.net, welcome to Tumblr. And he's going to be premiering a brand new one this weekend, welcome to Kickstarter. By the way, welcome to fanfiction.net made one of my friends actually spit. He was so... Which was funny because he was sitting next to one of his friends who got a Facebook. Anyway, he's also responsible for the Bacchanal Abridged series. Ladies and gentlemen, Jell-O Apocalypse is here. Marmalade Catastrophe? Cinnamon Kerfuffle. Okay, he'll be here tomorrow. Don't miss him. Very funny stuff, and check him out online. Okay, this is great because when we don't have guests, I have to very quickly remember who the next person is going to be. Hey, who wants to be the very best, like no one ever was, but in slightly less time? Our next guest is responsible for the Pokemon Abridged series, among many other things. Ladies and gentlemen, the Elite Three are here.
Youmacon, how you doing? They were not kidding about the lights. I want to die. How are you? Oh God, take the mic.
Hi, I think. Hey. So, we're doing panels and stuff tomorrow at 11:30 in panel I. Did I get that right? Okay, everybody hold on. I'm just going to pause opening ceremonies here for a second. 1 second. Okay, yeah, 12:30 panel I got it right. And then after that, we're doing the fan art theater thing at 4:30, so we're going to be debuting a new episode of Pokemon Bridged at both of those, so if you don't make one of them, you can go to the other one. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, and then I'm on Drunk Quest, and you have to be 21 to get into that panel. 10:30 on Saturday, panel 1. I think that's it. We'll be, there's been a mix-up with the autographs and stuff, so we will tweet when we have autographs, because we don't know, but I'm sure we will. So, that's it. That's it.
Yeah, it's probably going to be where it says Team 4-Star on there, because I don't think people know the difference between us yet. So that'll be funny. Yeah, all right. So, yeah, thank you guys for having us, and have a great time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Elite Three! Fun fact, I actually almost announced you as the arms. I was that close in my head. The Elite Three. One of the advantages of our con having run for as long as it has is sometimes when we introduce people who voice certain characters, they'll voice new stuff, and it's so new that it really has come out maybe that week, for example. Yeah, for example, One Punch Man just came out this month. Eventually one of you guys is going to voice it, and you'll have to shave your head, which will be great. Look at you, Brad. So, save the hair. No. But what's cool is the next guest, I know I'm going to say, it's kind of nice and validating when something that the first time you announced it, everyone kind of goes, oh, okay, because they just heard of it for the first time in their lives. But when I now say that our next guest voiced Happy the Cat in Fairy Tale, oh, isn't that edifying? And she's also voiced Hannah in Attack on Titan, and Gio in The Devil is a Part-Timer. Ladies and gentlemen, Tia Ballard is here! She's not in another castle, she's right here.
Hi, everybody. Or should I say, hello there. Happy Halloween. I'm so happy to be here with you for I think it's my 4th year here in a row, so thank you so much for having me and bringing all my friends out. I can't wait to hang out with you. My schedule's a little flip-floppy, so I will be updating my Twitter, that's Tia Tooney, and I will be letting you know where I am. My Believe in Yourself panel has been changed to my auditioning panel, which I love to do with you guys, so that's at 2 tomorrow, so come have fun with me, come audition. A lot of you have already done it, but come do it again because we always have a good time, and if you have a Christopher Walken voice, please come play Shadow the Hedgehog for us. One of my dear friends had to cancel Ken Pontac. I know he's one of all of your favorites. And I know he's not here to throw Santa heads at you. I'm so sorry. Hey, he sends his regards. He has bronchitis and he didn't want to spread it to all of you. So I'll be coming to you and have you making a little "We miss you, kid, we love you" video. So remind me to do that in all of my panels because he's very, very sad and I've been sending him pictures. So if you want to like moon him or something, I will take your picture and send that to him. But I feel like there was something else I was supposed to say, but I don't remember what it was. But once again, I'm so happy to be here and happy Halloween and let's have fun!
And real quick, let's all say get well soon to Ken Pontac. Get well soon. And in case he doesn't see it in time, how about happy birthday, too? I don't know when Ken Pontac's birthday is, but better safe than sorry. Wouldn't that be amazing timing? He's just watching, oh, I feel better. I think that was my birthday. Fantastic. That was Tia Ballard, ladies and gentlemen. She's so adorable that while she was talking, animated bluebirds started showing up off stage. Are we here to help with the dress? Or no, go away. Okay, so I've been watching my way through Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I'm a research scientist. I have to pace myself. And throughout the whole thing, the one thing I remember is that tiny Jamaican spirit crab died for our sins. I miss you, tiny Jamaican spirit crab. Ladies and gentlemen, Dragon Ball Z Abridged was made by the fantastic Team 4 Star.
Oh my god. What do you want, my lord? What the fuck? You sent me an Asian man. Let me feel your skin. Anyways, hi. We're Team 4 Star. And we're running behind schedule on many things. We will be premiering a movie here this weekend, Super Android 13 Abridged, which will be at our main panel today.
Kobo Main
At
Grand
5
Ballroom
today.
at 5 o'clock.
What's up?
It's in the Kobo Main Grand Ballroom at 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock?
Yes.
Okay. And we have a booth here this weekend, everybody, so we will be in the dealer's hall signing autographs all weekend.
We also have autographs at 3 o'clock, too.
I don't know what's going on with that. We'll talk, don't bring that up. Anyways. All right, let's do introductions real fast. Lightning round, because there's lots of us and people want to get going.
Hello everybody, I'm Antfish. I am in Team 4 Star. I actually voiced the spirit crab. Yeah, I know. Nope. There you go. Now come here.
I'm Cliff, or I do the audio stuff that Kaiser can't. And I do music stuff such as the Moustache song, which came out recently. And all the music for FF7 and a bunch of others. So, hi.
I'm Takahata 101. I work on FF7 Machine Bridge. What? Co-wrote, whatever. They're not gonna remember. Anyways, I work on a bunch of different things, do lots of different voices, and I work with these guys.
Hey, I'm Oscar X, and I'm that guy that just says nothing but a lie. That's my work done for today. I don't know about you guys. I'm done.
I'm Megami33, and I play Bulma, Chaozu, Poir, and now Baby Trunks.
Hey everyone, I'm Shira Renmaru. I voice Android 18 and Schrodinger. Excitement.
I'm in Attack on Titan Abridged, but we're not going to talk about that.
Thank you for inviting us. Enjoy the con.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team 4 Star! What's great is, as I hugged him very quietly, I could hear, I need an adult. What a coincidence. Hey, if you want to be the very best like no one ever would... Scratch that, you're a Pokemon, you don't get to be the very best, but you can work for the very best. And they'll make you fight other Pokemon for them. Of course, unless you decide to ditch your trainer and go off on your own adventures, in which case you should probably bring a shank with you because it gets tough out there. Our next guest created the Starter Squad animations, which follows a Squirtle and a Bulbasaur and a Charmander as they basically go off stabbing the living hell out of every other Pokemon they encounter. He's also responsible for the Smashgasm series. Ladies and gentlemen, Shippage is here. That Shippage coming towards me. No, just a random. Everyone for this random person! Yay, this random person! Wouldn't that be great? They just whips off a mask. It was me, Shippage, all along! Then whips off another mask. It was me, Dio! Then whips off another mask. Now I'm a skeleton! Okay. Whoa! Okay, you know, in my part-time, when I'm not doing this, they disassemble me and keep me behind the stage. I'm a research scientist, I'm a teacher, I'm a game maker, and I hope someday that I'll actually get to work with the next guy because he's the vice president of Gearbox Software. He is also everyone's favorite voice of everyone's favorite sassy little robot, claptrap in Borderlands. Ladies and gentlemen, David Eddings is here. Tomorrow he's here. The Eddings will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar. I'm sorry. Well, hey, my version was better than the remake. Except for the little girl, she was adorable. Speaking of little girls, hey Youmacon, do you like adorable little girls? Do you like puppies? Good. Our next voice actor voice, Show Tucker in Full Metal Alchemist. He also voices Garlic Jr. in Dragon Ball Z and among others. Ladies and gentlemen, Chuck Gilbert.
Yeah, I saw an awesome Show Tucker cosplay in the dealer's hall. It made me cry. I've got a 8:30 panel tonight, Star Trek Continues. I've got an 8 o'clock acting panel tomorrow. Other than that, I'll be in the dealer's room in various and sundry autograph sessions. Also, and this is cool because I love doing this, I've done it at a lot of different conventions I go to, I'm hosting the charity auction on Sunday. So come out and spend money for a great cause. And I actually don't think the lights are very bright.
That's because you're a creature of darkness, Chuck Huber. Chuck, don't do it, Chuck. Chuck, your life's worth too much. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, the former Chuck Huber. Oh. He's also the guy you call when you need a ride. Sorry. I was, by the way, that was exactly the reaction I was hoping for with the Showtime show. I was like, I really hope they go, ouch. In my headcanon, she survives and became the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz. Everything's horrible in the world of me. Our next guests are responsible for lots of fantastic stuff. They are in charge of a night of geek rock, which is fantastic. They wrote the Youmacon theme song. They've played weddings here. They played one divorce, which was weird. And their new album, The Moon Show, is available this weekend before it's available on iTunes and stuff. So you can get it ahead of time. Ladies and gentlemen, Random Gibberish is here.
Hi, Youmacon. How are you doing? I'm Matt. And I'm Dave. Why did you respond with a question mark at the end? Yes? No, that doesn't make sense. Anyway, we're Random Gibberish. Thank you for having us back. This is our 5th year. Super excited. We wanted to do something special for Youmacon because you guys are awesome. So the Moon Show's debuting here first. And we're releasing our brand new album produced by John St. John. Who will also be joining us. So we have to add a new concert tonight, apparently. So 7 o'clock in here, we're going to be on main stage. I would recommend suiting up. You'll find out why. Then we have a secret show. Has anybody been to our secret show before? Okay, the proper response is... It's secret! So you just whisper back whenever we say secret show. Secret show, yeah, exactly. So secret show, 12:30 a.m. in Mackinac. And then on Sunday, we actually have our Moon Show album party show concert thing in Ambassador at 3 o'clock. And we have a lot of special guests joining us for all of the shows. So a lot of the guests that have already been up on stage will be sneaking in for a song or two. So we hope you join us and thank you.
Random Gibberish! I like the idea of a secret show where you just have to find the right vent in a building and just sit by it and wait. And you get this, and it's just starts. Yeah, I was going to do something silly, but I shouldn't. Every time I'm going to do something silly and I remember that the tech guys own most of this stuff, I think, yeah, I probably shouldn't step on it. So, well, recently there's a great series called Twitch Plays, if you haven't seen it. Yeah, it's basically The Thing desperately trying to play a video game with 100 different amalgamated minds from all the Twitch followers playing it. And recently they managed to beat Pokemon, which is pretty good. All hail the fossil. And then after this happened, one of our musical guests decided, that would make a great song. So they made a great song about that. They've made songs about having lions around their house. They've made a fantastic cover of The Legend of Zelda, which I know you like. Hi, Doug. Which I know Doug liked. And they also have that Crows guy. the survivors from the PC. Oh my God, he's got a keytar. Everyone get down.
I'm just a passing through common rider. Remember me.
I remember you with a dance break.
Left, right. Stop, start. Hi guys, we're survivors of the PC.
We've been getting our songs together for the past year. We have songs about all sorts of fun stuff. Mega Man, Sonic, and I think something about Pokemons and stuff, right?
We don't talk about that. Rest in peace, my friends. Poor Flareon.
All hail Dome Fossil. Oh, I'm not supposed to say that either. We're going to be playing tonight at the main concerts. I'm not sure what time, but please come and see us. We're going to have a great show. And you might hear some really fun, familiar tunes. You never know.
Yeah, it'll be all Crows. I'll be backstage playing Hyrule Warriors the whole time. Crows, I mean, he would totally be on that, but you know, the poor kid has never played Hyrule Warriors, so can we all get a collective, aww. I'm sorry, Crows. I'm sorry.
Dance break.
Dance break, go. Now keep in mind, save that for Brandon Gibbers' concert.
So thank you everyone, we'll see you tonight.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, survivors of the PC. I have to go double time now. Okay, our next guest does a lot of fantastic songs. She's currently one of the creative minds between Koneko Yo, a series of singing and dancing cats. She also done some great cover songs. Sorry, I've got up too fast and I've blown a reactor in my head. She's also sang Adamantium Hearts, Rock and Roll Play Baby. Her new album is Last Hero Standing, and you can get a single from it called Invincible for free right now, so go get it because it's fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, Kieran Strange is here. I know why she's wearing that shirt, because she's trying to attack Hawkeye, or attract Hawkeye.
I'm trans Hawkeye?
Attract Hawkeye.
Oh.
He's drawn to bullseyes.
Fight night? Alright, cool. Hi, I'm Karen Strange, and thank you so much for inviting me back for my second year. This is so cool. This is like the best Halloween party in the world. But like, where is that Chuck fella? Where you gone, mate? It's bright up here, buddy. Just saying. So, several things. Yes, I have a concert tomorrow at 3 o'clock. I'm playing with Steam Powered Giraffe, who are fabulous. I'm also going to be hanging out tonight at the Survivors of the PC concert and Random Gibbers concert, which starts at 7, I believe, in here. So make sure you come check that out. I do have some other panels this weekend. Check my Twitter. I'm usually posting sort of everything. I'm also doing my music video, which is fun. I'm just going to pop you there for a second, look. So if you see this sign, yay! I'm filming a music video here, and I want to get photos and footage of cosplayers because you guys rock. Also, this is Jasper's first con in cosplay. He's a little Iron Man. So if you're a Captain America, just come find me so I can get photos of you with my bear. And I'll see you around. I'll be around all weekend. I'll either be in this, or I'll be in cosplay, or I'll be dressed as me, or something. So yes, if you see me, come say hi, and I can't wait to see you all. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kieran Strange. We got a special delivery earlier today, and I'm happy to say that the boxes from Walter Robotics have all been cracked open, the foam peanuts have been dusted off, everyone's been fully wound up, steamed, and topped off in their fuel tanks. Their new album is The Vice Quadrant, and you can catch them in the upcoming game SteamWorld Heist. Ladies and gentlemen, Steam Powered Giraffe is here.
Hi guys, how's Detroit? Good? Very good.
Howdy.
Sup?
So we're Steam Powered Giraffe. We're going to introduce ourselves real quick.
My name's Sam, I play Hatchworth.
I'm Dave Michael Bennett. I play The Spine.
And I'm Isabella Bunny Bennett, and I play Rabbit.
I'm dressed up as Rex Marksley, which is very self-indulgent because it's a character we created. So that's good. Good job, David. And what are you dressed up as?
Oh, I'm Liv Moore from iZombie.
And Sam, what are you?
Mythbuster?
Stupid.
So we've got a concert tomorrow night with Kieran Strange and I Am Dynamite. That starts at 2:30 p.m. I believe. So please come out and see it. That would mean so much to us. We also have autographs and panels and a Q&A all weekend long. If you don't know our schedule, look at our website or the Youmacon schedule that you probably already picked up.
Maybe we'll see you at the Maid Cafe at 3.
Yeah, that's happening
Maybe
today.
not.
Thank you. Thank you for having us back for our 50 years?
Sure. 4.5. 4.5 years at Youmacon. Thanks for having us.
Thank you. I think we swapped mics at some point, but that's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Pargerow. By the way, Isabella's full name is so fun to say. Isabella Bunny Bennett. Say it real quick. Isabella Bunny Bennett. Isabella Bunny Bennett. Say it real quick with me. Say Isabella Bunny Bennett. Isabella Bunny Bennett. Isabella Bunny Bennett. I love that. Okay, so for our next guest, I was told that one of our guests does music for Sonic the Hedgehog. And when I first heard that, I thought, wow, I know a lot of Sonic songs. I wonder which ones they did. Well, it turns out all of them. Because our next guest is Crush 40. Yay!
Look, I'm a little busy. Can I call you back? I'm a Youmacon. It's the first time for Crush 40. One second. Honey, I love you too. Could I go? Can you tell her? I'm with you guys. Thanks. Talk to you later. Thanks. What's up, everybody? I'm all of me. Sorry. This is June Sonoy. And I'm Johnny Gioeli. Tiny guy. Take it easy. Paisan, huh? Take it easy. So we are, this is our first time here at the con. This is awesome. Thank you guys. We have a few things planned today. 3 o'clock, a signing session. That's what they call it in Japan. They call it a signing session. But we call it a get-together. So we're going to get together with you guys at 3 o'clock, I think. Right, June? I don't know the place either. Do you?
I don't know anything.
Somewhere out there in an exhibit hall of some sort. So that's going to be cool. We'd like to get to know you guys and come hang out with us, and that'll be a lot of fun. And then we're obviously we're going to do a show tonight. It's just going to be a June and myself show. I can't, Jesus. I'm getting old. I can't read. Can you hold that back there? Where is that? Okay, yeah, so we will be Michigan Hall B. And I'm sure you're going to forget that like I will. So Michigan Hall B. Michigan Hall B for the autograph. And then tonight we're going to play sometime between 7 and 11. But I'm thinking it's going to be 10. So we will be the last performer on the stage tonight. So we hope you guys come out and join us, and we're going to play a lot of the gazillion hits on YouTube that you guys created for us, on a lot of the Sonic songs that we wrote, like Live and Learn, Sonic Heroes stuff, Open Your Heart, I Am, and we're going to do some disco songs too. Just kidding, we won't do that. So it's great to be here for our very first year at the con, and thanks you guys. I hope you guys have a great time tonight and all weekend. See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, Crush 40! I think our next guest possibly has the best characters for Fanslash. Because he voices Italy in Hitalia, and Death the Kid in Soul Eater, and many, many, many more. Todd Habercorn, get up here!
F you lights. Turn them brighter. Hi guys, hello. I have not been this excited since I saw an early cut of The Force Awakens last Tuesday. And let me tell you, Adam Sandler's awesome in it. It's good to see everybody. I have only gotten into 1 fisticuff match so far this trip. I'm hoping to get to 4. This is going to be really cool. I'm not going to take up all your time here. I just want to say it is awesome to be here with such fabulous guests, and it is an honor to share this stage and this event with them. And it's a pleasure to be here with you guys, and let's have a great time. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Todd Habercorn! For wondering about the evolution, it goes unicorn, alicorn, habercorn. When you get to that stage, you get another pair of legs and cool sunglasses. Okay, our next guest is everyone's big buddy from Gears of War, where he voices Dom. He's also Thomas in Golgo 13, and you can catch him in the upcoming movie Madness. Ladies and gentlemen, Carlos Ferro is here.
How's everybody doing? Are there Assassin's Creed fans in the house? Because I'm also the voice of Leonardo da Vinci. And it's my first time at Youmacon, and I'm stoked. And tomorrow night I'm DJing the rave. Are you guys going to that? And I created a Youmacon extended mix of a new single that I'm premiering tomorrow night, so I really, really want you guys to hear it, to be there. And for the Leo fans, how exciting. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Carlos Ferro! I would say that, but I have to be careful, because with this crowd, if I say you voice Leonardo, they're picturing a different dude entirely. They're awesome! No, the other one, the real one. The other one wasn't real? No. So, okay. Our next guest is all right. No, I'm sorry. Our next guest is all left, because he voiced Marcos in Attack on Titan. He's half the man he used to be. There's a shadow. He has also voiced Kamika in Tokyo Ghoul, and he's also Ayumu in Is This a Zombie? I'm sensing a pattern here. Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Tyndall.
Hi. I am actually a traveling vagabond that murdered Austin Tyndall in a subway and assumed his identity. So I've never been here. I don't know you guys, and you don't know me, but I hope that we get to know each other soon. I have a panel at some point where you ask me questions and I answer them. It will change you. It will change me. So come, and let's change together. I'm also doing a panel called Raunchy Shakespeare, which I kind of offered as a joke and I didn't expect anyone to do it. But we're gonna do it, it's gonna be crazy. I don't know what's gonna happen, we're gonna discover that together. But I guarantee by the end you will understand the true meaning of moist Hesperus. And, you know, Much Ado About Nothing and how it's really just about genitals. It's a giant pun. Basically, we're just gonna do a bunch of genital puns. So come. I got other stuff too. It's gonna be awesome. There's something called Drunk Quest. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to get drunk before or during, so I'm gonna do both just in case. I'm so glad that I'm here. I can't wait to meet all of you. This is really awesome and fun. Thank you. Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Tyndall! Our next guest has provided voices in Second Ray. He's Meow in Space Dandy. He was the director of Dead Man Wonderland. Ladies and gentlemen, Joel McDonald is here.
Hello, Youmacon! I'm really, really excited to be here. I've been to dozens of conventions all over the country, but Youmacon is my favorite con in all of Condon for one reason. They brought me back. Like, they invited me back. I say stupid stuff a lot, and they have no problem with it. This year, actually, I brought my wife out because I wanted to show her the greatest con in all of Condom. I wish I'd brought her last year. Because she's pregnant now. This is actually one of the last conventions I will get to do as not a dad. So after this, I'm gonna have to clean up my act a lot. I'm gonna say a lot of really, really stupid and offensive stuff this time, so I hope you come here. I'll see you guys around. Have fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joel McDonald! And Joel, after you have the baby, you're gonna find a whole new world of baby cosplay. You'll just be like, oh my god, so many tiny costumes! See, you can dress the baby up as Jotaro, and then you can dress up as a stand and carry the baby around. Okay, our next voice actress has voiced Mio in K-On! She's Sailor Mars in Sailor Moon. And you'll see her again this holiday season as Shantae in Shantae the Hat Genie Hero. Ladies and gentlemen, Christina V is here. Christina V is here tomorrow. Yay! Christina V will be here this holiday season. Yay! That's nice. Okay, next up. Our next voice actor is actually easy to remember if you always think of like the dreamiest character in whatever series you're talking about. In Ever After High, he is Alistair Wonderland. Not good enough? Okay, well in Sailor Moon's Tuxedo Mask. You're damn right, woohoo. Ladies and gentlemen, Robbie Diamond is here. Tomorrow, he will be here in Dreamy tomorrow. This gives me no time to think about our next guest. Okay, this is an easy one. Our next guest played the titular Toriko in Toriko. He plays the titular Dandy in Space Dandy. And he plays the titular Brook in Brook Brook. No, wait, it's One Piece. I just like saying the word titular. Ladies and gentlemen, Ian, please help me.
Sinclair! Hi! Okay, it's bright, so I've prepared this and I'm going to do it to the back wall because then it's not bright. Hey, so good to see everybody! Oh my god, third year! This is awesome. I want to take a picture of the wall. Okay, I'm going to turn around. I have panels and stuff. I'm a voice actor. You can see what I do in your pamphlet and online, so I'm not going to bore you with that. I got panels. Don't know what they are, but they're going to be fun. Oh, I brought my magic decks, so if anybody wants to go, find me. Green-white right now is the one I'm working on, but my burn deck will destroy you. This is a fun con for me because the two guys who I have known the longest in my life are here. Austin Tyndall and Joel McDonald are my oldest friends. I've never done a con with Austin Tyndall. And I can't wait, dude. I can't wait. What he didn't mention is he really likes hug tackling. Like, when he's not looking, like he's gonna be looking this way, hug tackle! Do it, it'll be great. Come to my panels or don't, come say hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ian Sinclair! And you now have permission to glop Austin Tyndall whenever you see him. We're gonna have to put you in a bubble wrap suit, man. One of those sumo suits that they use for like bar wrestling. You just walk around and come on, glop me, I'm invincible. Okay, next up, we've got a group who've been covering anime and music and special guests. They've been doing live casts and radio shows, and they're going to be live here all the Youmacon weekend long. 91.8, The Fan is here. And I love announcing it because I automatically always say 91.8, The Fan. Say it with me, 98.1, The Fan.
Hey guys, how you doing? We are so excited to be back. My name's Jackie Florian. I'm the owner of 91.8 The Fan, and this is our 4th year. And who are you?
I'm off. I am Bobby Henshin. I'm one of the DJs for 91.8 The Fan. Hello! I can't see a thing. I see a bunny back there, I think. Yes. Thank you for all who came out to the anime music education panel. Thank you, everybody. We got some other events once we get this paper unfolded.
Okay, so thank you. We also have a Q&A at 3 o'clock. If you want to ask about voiceover or radio or anything like that, feel free to stop by. That's in panel room I-360 in Ambassador Ballroom. Yay. And then we have our anime music trivia panel tomorrow at 2:30. We're going to be giving away posters signed by Ono from Street Fighter. So if you're interested in that, and we also have a lot of other prizes. So come by the booth, say hi. We're very excited to enjoy Youmacon for another year. Yay.
Ladies and gentlemen, 91.8 The Fan. It's just, you guys have screwed me up now, because when I teach mathematics, if I actually hit that number, I do switch into that voice. Like, if you add the products together, you get 98.1. Sorry? Okay, our next guest has done the voice of Dendris in The Clockwork Girl. If you haven't seen it, it's really good. Watch see The Clockwork Girl. He's provided the voice of Nightcrawler. Later he'll have a Nightcrawler off of Brad Swale, which would be fantastic. And he's also the voice of Haytham Kenway in the Assassin's Creed series. Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian Hoff.
So I'm Connor's dad. I'm the Wicked Witch's stepfather in Once Upon a Time. And I'm Jean Grey's father in the X-Men series.
so you can call me Daddy.
I just thought of that.
So yeah, I've got a bunch of panels. I've got Voice Swap, where I think John's going to that, and DC Douglas is going to that. Well, they said they were. I've got a whole bunch. I've got all the Assassin's Creed stuff, obviously with the Haytham Kenway, and I am going to do Drunk Quest. Yeah! But I'll have you know, it takes 2 drinks, I'm done. So I'm an easy drunk. But not cheap. And I've got some signings and all that kind of stuff happening, and I'm really thrilled. I have to tell you, 2 years ago, I arrived at Youmacon as my very first convention ever. The Assassin's Creed had come out 6 months before, and you guys took my con virginity. I missed last year because I decided to be an artist. I did a play, and I was really sad because the play was over and no one ever sees it except for those people who come to the play. And I missed all kinds of work because of it. So I'm really happy to be here for my 2nd year in Detroit, Youmacon, and I'll see you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian Hoff! Okay, our next guest has really branched out because he's been providing work for Black Hole, the terrain of magical expertise. He did a voice in K-On! The movie, but nothing? Come on. Okay, well, most of you know him for coming here with Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Ladies and gentlemen, Lil Karibo is here. No, the problem is, it's like magnets. We can't have Adrian Hoff and then Little Karibo. It's too much British, which would just throw the whole con off balance. So, oh, he's at Artist Alley right now? Okay, so he is here. He's just orbiting us over at Kobo right now, so he is here though. Okay. No, a while ago, I got a Wii U, and my mom saw that I got a Wii U, and so she went and bought a Wii U game because she wanted to play called Pac-Man The Ghostly Adventures. And some of you should be giggling because a lot of you know you were in that. But our next guest voiced Pac himself in Pac-Man The Ghostly Adventures, which we still haven't played because it's my Wii U. I promise this weekend I'll play it. Okay, but she also voiced Ryoko in Kill la Kill. Ladies and gentlemen, Erica Mendez is here!
Hey guys, I'm so happy to be here. I was kind of scared I was going to lose my way, but I was surprised you didn't make that joke, actually. I was waiting for it. But get out? Thanks, okay. What was I going to say? I forgot. I've got lots of panels, Magi, Kill, Sailor Moon related, so if you like those shows, come see me, look in your program guide for times. If you don't like those shows, come see me anyway and ask me dumb questions and learn more about me, I guess. I don't know. All right. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Erica Mendez! And Aladdin from Magi. That's the other one I was trying to remember. I can't keep all this in my head. We've got 100 guests. Okay. I'm almost done. I'm almost there. Oh, God, I can keep it together. Can everyone say hi for me? No, I said that wrong. The character's name is Haifumi. In Danganronpa, Haifumi from Danganronpa, Zoi Saito from Sailor Moon, and Yukio from Bleach. Ladies and gentlemen, say hello to Lucy and Dodge.
Hi, I'll be here tomorrow. No. I was not prepared for this. As a voice actor, I'm used to reading what I'm supposed to do from a script. So this is a little different. As it seems to be the trend with a lot of these guests, am doing panels throughout the week. What a novel concept. I believe later today, I'll be on a Magi Labyrinth of Magic panel. Tomorrow, I believe I'll be on a Kill la Kill and Sailor Moon panel. Amongst others, check your program guide. Please come by. We can chat about some of your favorite shows and games. And have fun. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lucy and Dodge! And now I'm kind of excited because this is the first time I've ever gotten to announce this kind of guest before. Well, technically not this particular guest, but I found this out about him. And because I'm such a huge Kamen Rider fan, our next guest voiced Kamen Rider Spear in the American adaptations game of Kamen Rider Ryuki. Well, you say woo now, but wait until I say the next one. He's also the voice of Tamaki in Oran High School Host Club. And he's also the voice of Edward Elric in Full Metal Alchemist. Ladies and gentlemen, Vic Mignogna's here.
Hi, Youmacon! They weren't lying. I think it's like a police stop. You know, it's like you're doing something wrong. They want to give you the Detroit experience. Right? Put your hands over your head. Get on the ground. Snow Angel. I'm so glad to be back, you guys. I love this show. I missed you last year, but this year we got a lot of fun stuff going on. I've got an autograph session today, I think at 5:30, so please come and say hello. Tomorrow I'm gonna do the Halloween thing. So come to my Q&A session because I'm gonna be dressing up. And I'm kind of excited. And also, Funimation, I was recording at Funimation this past week, and I said, hey, do you guys have a bunch of free stuff? Like capital F, free. Free stuff? So, I have all kinds of cool free swag from the Anime Free, and I'm going to be throwing it out and giving it away at my panel. So please come and join us for that tomorrow, I think at 11. But listen, I love you guys. I actually did an event in Windsor across the water several months ago, and I was like, see over there? Look over there, see that? That's Youmacon. Right there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. Come say hello anytime. Love you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vic Mignogna! And he is rocking that suit, too. Also, from the angle I was standing, I got a really interesting view of Vic. It's all good. You know, some of our guests actually kind of realize that I do look them up before because I name off stuff that for a while they actually go, I wonder who he's announcing. Oh, it was me. And so as I look up, I find out a bunch of fun stuff about him. If anyone has their phone out and is browsing the internet right now, check out DC Douglas on IMDb. He has one of the best profile pictures on IMDb I have ever seen. He's also Chase in Transformers Rescue Heroes. He's also the voice of Albert Wesker in Resident Evil. And he was also in the movie Apocalypse Kiss, which was just freaking awesome.
And he was in Sharknado too! That's right, Mark!
In which he got eaten by a crocodile that got eaten by a shark. Ladies and gentlemen, DC Douglas.
I'm going to stay up here until I've got a really nice tan, so let me know when I get there. I don't want to overdo it. I hope you like my hair. I was trying to look like a Vegas blackjack dealer who could score a really average Coke for your hot girlfriend. And I think I succeeded. No, actually, my voice is a little raspy because I followed John St. John down the alcoholic rabbit hole last night. And I was also yelling at zombies all week on a zombie movie, which I'll tell you about in my Q&A, which is tonight at 7 o'clock. It's a zombie movie with Joey Lawrence, because when you think zombies, you think Blossom. What else is there? Oh, and also at my Q&A tonight, I'm going to be premiering, it's a private screening premiere for you guys, a little cartoon I produced called Ginger and Snapper, and it stars the voices of Lacey Chabert and Liam O'Brien and Steve Bloom and a couple other people you'll know. It's a fun little cartoon, so you should come. That's something tonight. Q&A. Just look it up. Oh, follow me on Twitter, DC_Douglas, and I'll tweet probably 10 minutes after the fact where I'm at, because I'm like that. And then the other thing, also, the other big thing is if you are fans of, don't put this out on the internet, Resident Evil. I'll get in trouble. If you're fans of Resident Evil, come tomorrow night to my After Dark panel, erotic fan fiction. You might have heard about it. It's a joyful experience, and at the end of it, I do make love to each and every one of you. So. Other than that, I just want to say that I did not know Troy Baker came out with a line of scarves, because Todd, I would have bought one too. I love you too, actually. I love all of you people. Other than that, I have people, you know, people like Sinclair people. That, oh, speaking of cold outside, my titulars are very chafed in this sweater. I just got to tell you that. Sorry, I should get off the stage now because I'm really just going nowhere. But I also want to say I have 2 signings Saturday and Sunday. Please come and buy pictures to help supplement my alcoholic drinking. Okay, thank you.
Wait, DC, real quick, wait.
If I ever go and revisit Hallucination
Oh, my living was so fantastic. It is so green, you would think you were in a magical forest. I would be taking... I would be Charlie Brown's parents for you. I'd bring out all the toys. What? There's one thing though. There's some guys I know, and they would love it if you said this as Albert Wesker. Don't call me Captain Whiskers, meow, meow, meow.
Don't call me Captain Whiskers. Meow, meow, meow!
Ladies and gentlemen, ZC Devilish! There's a group I know that made an incredibly obscure reference based on him, and if they hear that, they just go, oh my God, he said it! So, okay, well, that brings us to the main event. I almost wish I could do like the wrestling promo and just have background music while I do it, but I'm not going to do that right now because we're almost done. Almost done! Aw, but then the con can start proper. Our next guest has voice. You know, when people say I memorized this, I actually kind of start doing rhyming cadence for some of it to actually get it stuck in my head. So, here was one of them. John St. John is all that, Boss the Duke and Big the Cat. So, our next guest has balls of steel and shoulder blades of sarcasm. And you can also catch him now in Terrain of Magical Expertise, where I believe he voices Exect, doesn't he? Ladies and gentlemen, the former king of Youmacon, who will one day lead a fellowship to reclaim it, John St. John!
Thanks, hold on just a second. I'm texting Tia Ballard that Halloween is tomorrow. I think she forgot, she lost that. Oh, and I apologize. I'm chewing gum, and it's rude to chew gum unless you bring it up for everybody, so I'm just gonna put that here for now. I like to share. Hey, thanks for coming out to Youmacon. This is my, I don't know, 5th or 6th year. I'm really excited to be back again. I can't believe they keep having me back after all the faux pas and mistakes I make here. Dropping F-bombs at opening ceremonies, for instance. It hasn't been done yet, has it?
Fuck no.
Fucking A. But listen, this is the first year I'm cosplaying at Youmacon. With a group. And I'm only calling it cosplay because it's appropriate here for Halloween tomorrow. Me and my group, immediately after my panel, you'll see my group, all of us together in costume. And I hope you'll come to my panel tomorrow at 2:30. It is going to feature a lot of weird stuff, including an introduction to my new game coming out next month, which is called Bombshell. Are there any gamer girls here? Gamer girls, it's about to be your favorite game. I'll introduce you to it during my panel tomorrow. And also, I'm bringing in a professional airbrush artist. If you don't have a costume but you want to look cool, come to my panel for a free painting. You pick what you want. I'm paying for it. You get your face painted, your hair painted, your arm painted, whatever you want painted. I just hope you'll come to my panel tomorrow at 2:30. I'm performing with Random Gibberish this evening. Is it 7 o'clock? 7? 7 o'clock on this stage? 7 o'clock on this stage. I'll be with Random Gibberish playing music tonight, being silly, having fun. And I hope to drink with all of you who are of drinking age this weekend. Who's of drinking age? Show of hands. How many tequila drinkers? Show of hands. You and me. All right, bowls of steel. Have a great Youmacon. I hope to see you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, John St. John!
Did you want this?
We will eBay this.
Sure.
Oh, wait. Who's doing the charity? Do you want to use this for the charity? ABC gum from John St. John. There you go. That better bring in like a cool 100. That would be so awesome. And just to be disgusting, we can all the other guests chew it once and then... Oh, no, you know what? Instead of gum, you put it down as the dental records of John St. John. Yeah, it's totally did. Oh, no. Well, what flavor is John St. John? He's John St. John flavor. And that's all the guests. I remembered everyone. You know, I was sneaking peeks off stage just because there was a few guests that were missing this year, so sadly they can't be here. So again, we hope to see you next year, Ken. Hope you feel better. So yeah, that's the end of opening ceremonies. But I do want to say something because I have been learning Japanese. Ima wa ori no stage da! Damn it. Anyone who knows Japanese can scream what that means.
You're damn right it is. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you at the rest of Youmacon. Have a wonderful weekend.